Welcome to our new segment, How It Happened. We opened it up after the 7-0 loss to Liverpool over the weekend, and here we go with the second edition of What or How It Happened down at Old Trafford as United trounced Real Betis, the 5th place team in the La Liga, by 4-1. Welcome to United Matters channel. Rokan David is my name, and this is how we do it on a daily onto this beautiful channel of ours known as United Matters channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, lower right bottom corner, that's the place to be. Smash the black button that has the word subscribe. Who has been on target? Weghorst, Rashford, Anthony, and Bruno Fernandes. You go all out and really talk about the even distribution of goals of Manchester United, because most of the times Rashford has always been scoring, and people were asking us that how will United be without Rashford? And we went ahead to knock out Barcelona to Trafford, 2-1. Rashford not on the score sheet. In the game of Newcastle Carabao Cup finale, Rashford scored the second goal. Casemiro scored the most important goal of the game. I don't mean that of Rashford was not important, but that of Casemiro really opened up the scoreline for United. Against West Ham, he was not on the score sheet, and on Liverpool, he never scored. And today, 4 goals have been put past a team called Real Betis from Spain, and Rashford opening up the score in the 6th minute. But how did the entire game start off? It started off with a chance that saw Freddie being offside, as you see him here for you. He crossed the ball to find way to Weghorst, and Weghorst chested this ball into the back of the net, and it was ruled out because Fred was miles off. That's it. And it shows you that this game has a word, Weghorst will score, written all over it. That's it, because in the 6th minute, Weghorst had found himself on target, as you see him there. But why was the goal ruled out? By the time Bruno passes into Freddie, Fred was miles offside. Look at him. He was really miles offside. And by the time he squared that ball to find Weghorst to just pass it into the back of the net, was offside. And it shows you that get Weghorst the chances, he will score those goals. Today, he has gotten 5 chances. 1 ruled out. The other one, I think there is a defender. 2 chances. He was in the mouth of the goal, but the ball deflects off the defender of Real Betis. And the 5th one, he scores the chance. So I think we just need to create more chances for Weghorst, and we're going to score those goals. That's why I used to tell people that I don't blame a striker like Weghorst if at all he does not get chances. Let us first create those chances for him. If he doesn't score, then he's going to be a culprit. Now, later, Rashford wired, as you see there. He wired it home in a very magnificent way. But before he wired it home, he first sat someone down. As you see this gentleman. Look at the gentleman looking at the ball. Cannot stop it because Rashford went ahead to dummy him out, and the gentleman found himself into the ground. And obviously, he just found himself in a position of really shooting it into the back of the net, and it went to the roof of the net. This is how Rashford sits the gentleman down, and that comes just seconds later after that of Weghorst was ruled out, and Rashford put us ahead into that manner, and he went on to make his trademark celebration, as you see it there for you. Then later, Weghorst came close, but this was supposed to be a corner because the ball goes in the side net. But the defender of Real Betis finds his foot poke into the ball to go in the side net. But it was a very beautiful cross brought in. Was it by Anthony or Luke Shaw? I think it was Luke Shaw. Then in the 32nd minute, they level up the game of football. And this goal really shouldn't have stood because of this. Guys, this is a handball. That is a handball. That is a handball. It's told to us that whenever the ball hits the hand before the goal, that is really ruled out. And this is where VAR is really a shame. VAR is really a joke. They are a joke. They had to jog on and even take it off. That is not a goal. He controls that ball, then he plays it wide to find a player who shoots it into the back of the net. He's the one who controls it with his hand. Then he does this, and then they shoot in the back of the net. And that goal shouldn't have stood. And I don't understand VAR and what they are doing. They went ahead to celebrate, as you see there. But United said, all right, it's 1-1. The winning mentality is still with us. Then Anthony came close and failed to really put that ball in the back of the net with a Rashford cutback. But this looks like Rashford was offside. Even if this goal counted, looks like Rashford was really offside. Then in the 42nd minute, David De Gea makes a very big hole. Look, he gets this ball. He wants to pass it to Martinez and see what he does. He passes it into this player of Sporting Lisbon, of Rio Betis. I don't know why I'm talking Sporting Lisbon, of Rio Betis. And guess what? Bruno slides into the ball. The ball bounces off the lower post and it goes into a corner, as you see. David De Gea had really costed us, and he had a very bad day today as far as ball distribution was concerned. On like 2 occasions, that's it. One, Delo gave him a very poor back pass and resulted into him really trying to put the ball back into play, but that's where he capitalized onto that and Rashford scores. Then Anthony in the 52nd minute, Bruno plays him in and goes in for a curler into the far corner, and it beautifully caught into the back of the net of Rio Betis, 22 yards. That's how he curled it, and obviously it went into the back of the net. That is Anthony, and he celebrated to make it 2-1, giving us a lead. As he did against Barcelona, he came off the bench and gave us a lead against Barcelona this time round. He never came off the bench. He was in the game and played up to, was it the 75th minute? Then the manager took him off and brought on a player called Facundo Pellistri, who put up an assist. Then 6 minutes later, after Anthony giving us a lead, then Bruno Fernandes went in for a header onto the near post, and it went to the back of the net. Capitalized that very good cross, wiped into by Luke Shaw to make it 3-1 for Manchester United, and the captain of the day just went ahead to celebrate. This is the response that you like from your players, especially Bruno Fernandes, that was so much criticized for the game of Liverpool, and his performance was really abysmal. Then Anthony, this was a very beautiful team play. It would have been an incredible goal, very much selfish, tried to loop that ball over the goalkeeper, yet a square or a cutback would have made a lot of sense here. Malacia, this is Rashford, and this is Wout Weghorst, and Sancho went in for Anthony went in for selfish effort that saw him non-score, but this was supposed to be another goal. Remember, we had 13 shots on target. Out of the 25 shots that we gathered, 13 were on target, and United was on fire, and obviously we found ourselves in a position of not scoring that chance. Then Bruno Fernandes went in for a clumsy tackle, very dangerous, but obviously he found himself getting a yellow card. As you see it there, very clumsy and very dangerous and deadly. Bruno Fernandes there for you. Then Wout Weghorst in the 74th minute, as he got a chance, a defender just found his foot onto the ball and he never hit it directly into the back of the net, and I think asked himself, what should I do for me to score? And guess what? When your goal is to come, it's to come. In the 83rd minute, Facundo Pellistri brilliantly goes down the right to beat 3 defenders and slides a ball across. Scott McTominay's strike is saved by Bravo at the Dutch striker. Can't miss from the rebound. And that is the rebound of Wout Weghorst into the back of the net. That's how he hit it. And it went into the back of the net to make it 4 United, 1 Rio Betis. A most important goal, because you can go to Rio Betis, they score one, they'll go on and say, all right, we are going to score a second one. But they should now put 3 past United. I think we've gone ahead to really solidify our qualification into the quarterfinal, courtesy of this goal of Wout Weghorst. And Facundo Pellistri was the man behind the magic of this goal. He came in through and did a very fantastic effort towards the byline and crossed that ball into the back, into the side of United, and obviously Scott McTominay hits it and then deflects off the goalkeeper. Then it comes back into play, and Wout Weghorst rebounds it into the back of the net. That's how it happened. United 4, Real Betis 0. Your reactions are welcome in the comment section below of how it happened. This is our new segment that we've introduced that comes next after the match reaction. I sign out for now. See you later. May the Almighty God bless you abundantly. I'm out, my mate.